So this happened here during the Festiverses. This was some Goat versus Fish news.
Do you be goat or a fish? Don't sit on the fence.
The Festiverses Day 3. Festiverses Day 3 continues. With a fish! Celebration for fish! Celebration for fish! Sometimes you just find a fish in the verses like this. Sometimes you're just out and about and suddenly fish! It's an auspicious sign. Once you are a student of Goat versus Fish, you will find goat and fish versing everywhere all the time. Whenever you see a picture, an image, a visage of a goat or a fish, take a picture of it, tag Goat versus Fish for everyone to see at GoatVsFish, and share Goat versus Fish with the universe. You think this is all happenstance and coincidence? Then how do you explain this? How do you explain this? Virgin Steel! It seems quite melodic compared to some of the other verses that we have been listening to at Hells Heroes. Wouldn't you say so?
Oh yeah, it's more laid back, more like jazz.
That's what we'll tell Virgin Steel. It's more like jazz.
Yeah, it's more laid back. It's more like woo.
Like you said, woo!
Yeah.
Cody says, I like jazz. Cody's in the versus celebration.
Yeah.
Cody, are you goat or are you fish? Cody, the master marbler. Oh, Goat versus Fish, you're so in tune. And look back there, look just to the left of Goat versus Fish. Goat. There's a goat on the shirt.
Oh, wow.
Goat and fish just showing up every which where. Always been and always has been fish. Cody the fish. Cody the fish. Celebration for fish. We have Cody the fish. And we have Vandagus on the fence.
Oh, celebration. He already follows me.
Also chicken.
Thank you, Cody. Much appreciation.
Fish rules.
Now, what do you make of this? This one said, can you hear what they said? Can you hear what they said here?
And goat. Also chicken.
Did you hear that?
I am goat. Also chicken.
Did you hear that?
Oh, he's both a goat and a chicken.
I am goat. Also chicken.
This one said, I am goat, I am goat, I am goat, I am goat, I am goat. It kept repeating, I am goat, but then it said, in my heart, I'm a chicken.
Whoa.
What do we make of this? If one declares, I am goat, but then also says, in my heart, I am a chicken, it sounds like they're on the fence to me.
Maybe he's scared to be goat.
Scared to be goat? Is a goat, but scared to be goat?
Yeah.
Scared to versus the fish?
You can be scared to choose a side, especially if you're a chicken.
You can't be a scared goat. It's okay to be scared to be goat, but to say you have a chicken heart, Cody says fence it, or Cody the fish isn't cutting this would-be goat any slack.
Wow.
It's not like they're holding their goat; they're holding the fence. Like they can't get their hands off it.
So they've chosen fence.
It seems so. Listen, look at this fish. You see this fish?
Yeah.
The fish wants to versus the goat. It's like, please versus me, goat. Please versus me. But it's just a little too chicken to commit. Is that what's happening here? Is that what's happening here?
I think. Oh yeah, the fence is terrified.
Terrified.
Fish rules.
You see, the fish has confidence. Fish rules.
Yeah.
Bud Morgan says, I'm GoatFish. Bud Morgan, Is it your birthday today? Is it your birthday today? We always ask in this way because on your birthday, Goat vs. Fish does take pity on the fence sitter. Bud Morgan is on the fence. There's 3 fence sitters in the verses. That's 3 fence sitters in the verses. 3 fence sitters in the verses. Thank you for chalking me on your board. Of course, Vandigus, thank you for being here in the congregation of Goat vs. Fish. We are here for fence sitters like you. You're so high you can see the space station? We're sorry your space station has come crashing down onto Earth. Look at how they enjoy Goat vs. Fish. Wait the verses. Hold on, wait now. Terms of service violation. Look at what's written on the hat. Look what's on the hat. Oh no. We can't have that. We can't have no. TOS violation. We can't say that. Can't say that on Goat vs. Fish. Oh, my verses. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, my verses. Oh no. Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish does not fear these things. Go ahead. Demonize Goat vs. Fish. Demonetize Goat vs. Fish. With the powerful metal shirt of Goat vs. Fish and all the support of the congregation of Goat vs. Fish, there is no stopping the verses. There's no stopping the verses, so don't even try. Don't even try. Next slide. Now this felt very Goat vs. Fish. What does that say, Sunshine?
Be weird. Be random. Be who you fish.
It's your daily reminder.
Yeah.
And although they're goat, though, they're holding a goat. We think you might have misread that last verses.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's wearing the wrong shirt for the wrong day.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
It seems fair enough to be goat. You could be a weird goat. Make some noise in the congregation if you're a weird goat. Make some noise in the congregation if you're weird. Who out there is weird? Sunshine, are you a weird fish?
I am weird fish.
Celebration for cool weird fish. We've got the cool weird fish. Even Bud Morgan cannot help but at the weird feelings, So this one recognized Goat vs. Fish from last year, and we said we just have to take a picture of that. Be weird, be random, be who you are. Isn't it an interesting versus, Sunshine, and maybe the congregation can also chime in on this. Have you ever felt that once upon a versus, they told you, be yourself, be weird, be who you are, but then as you mature into your senior years, you be weird, you be yourself, you be who you are, and suddenly everyone who told you to be weird and be who you are is suddenly giving you all kinds of rejection and suspicion and being like, hey, why don't you conform to our standards even though we told you to be who you are all those verses ago? Have you ever found this, Sunshine?
That's only because they see themselves in me.
Ah, this is some wisdom of Sunshine. It's Sunshine Wisdom time.
Yeah.
Sunshine Wisdom time. What's that you say?
It's only because they see themselves in me. If they're a goat and they look at me, they don't see a fish. They see a potential goat. And that's why they try to verse me to become like them. And that's where fence sitters come from. The ones who revolt against, forced versing as opposed to true versing.
There you have it. This has been your Wisdom of Sunshine. If you are a goat, celebration for goat. If you are a fish, celebration for fish. Goat versus Fish, celebrations who you are. We accept you as you are on Goat versus Fish. We accept you as you are. Just get off the fence, but it's okay. Bud Morgan says, I felt that anything goes but not everywhere. Well, what about not anything goes but everywhere? What about that? Next verses. Goat versus Fish. Double the verses. Quadruple the verses. Captain Nick Head says, celebration for goat, celebration for goat! So these are tall ones. These are extra tall, so they're 24, so it's already a double. And then they gave 2 to Goat versus Fish, so we were doubling the verses. It was 4 verses in 1. That was a great way to start the verses. That was fun. Everyone wanting to take pictures with Goat versus Fish, never hesitation to take pictures with Goat versus Fish. This is what it's all about. Goat and Fish, enjoying the presence of Goat versus Fish, bringing celebration to the denizens of the Festiverses. Ooh, Goat pin, Goat on the pin, and Goat versus Fish pin. They said, where should we put this pin? And we said, why don't you put it right next to the Goat? Why don't you put it right next to the Goat and right next to...
Deal!
Put it back on here. It fell off, dude.
It's Grand Magus. There's that flying V again. Look how you can see the reflection of the recording of Goat versus Fish. You see how you can see the very recording device of Goat versus Fish? Notice how Goat versus Fish is holding the verses. It's holding the verses like this. We started late, so let's continue. Let's continue in this verses of Hells Heroes. Next is Goat. We were watching Antagonizer in a previous verses. Perhaps you recall Antagonizer. Yes, I can fix Amber. You followed Antagonizer, Florida. And here is one of the antagonizers who chose Goat, who's here now with Goat versus Fish. What a beautiful verses. What a beautiful verses. And we will also remind you, Goat and Fish, we think it's time, if we go to Instagram of Goat versus Fish, that it was on this day that Goat versus Fish posted this Instagram reel of Goat versus Fish with our double fisting, our double goating, our double fishing. And this has been one of the most successful recent posts of Goat versus Fish, 176 likes and almost 4,000 views. So let's watch it. Let's watch it on Goat versus Fish. Let's watch the live content creation of Goat versus Fish at Hells Heroes. Let's watch it. Isn't that a nice verses? We made this, we edited this all in the heat of the blazing verses of Hells Heroes. Look at that form, look at that form. And you can buy that shirt on the store of Goat versus Fish, ! merch. If you want to give this post some love or share it with someone you know and say, hey, look at the great Goat versus Fish. M. Fornick, Satanic Fook. Let's just say they're not fencing around, Sunshine. Not with Instagram names like that. And they are also wearing a pin of Goat versus Fish. What a beautiful verses. Where it said go towards. Yes, it was like a double reverse. Run towards. Yes, yes. Here we are. Last verses, we walked around Hells Heroes Festiverses and we saw this one here. And were they a threat to Goat versus Fish? Were they a threat to the supremacy of Goat versus Fish? Are we supposed to be able to hear something?
Oh no, I was just moving my hands.
Oh! Forgive goat versus fish.
That was a threat to supremacy of goat versus fish.
Oh.
But nah.
No.
Nah.
We're more powerful together. We're more powerful together.
Is he goat or fish?
Are they goat or fish? Oh, my verses. We think goat. We think they're making the sign of the goat. They're making this the sign of the goat with the horns. But we think we need to ask them again. We need to ask them again if they are a goat or fish. Someone go ask Dawson Fraser, are you goat or are you fish? Here once again, goat versus fish, placing our stickers on top of someone else's stickers. And it took us about we'd say about 7 hours to decipher whatever this says. It says Grand Bewitchment, Witchfire Revelations. But isn't goat versus fish much easier to read?
Oh yeah.
If you're just passing by and you're wondering, oh, what's that out of the corner of my eye? Why, it's Grand Bewitchment Witchfire Revelations. Oh, wait, no, it's just goat versus fish. Much easier. Much easier to comprehension. And here's goat versus fish giving you the finger. Or is goat versus fish giving you the fence? The sign of the fence, it goes like this. Sunshine, it's time for you to learn. You can do things with your hands. Goat. Let's see it, Sunshine. Goat. Versus. Yes, fish. Fence. Ooh, Sunshine has no problem with fence. Sunshine has no problem making the fence.
Whoa.
Yeah, some have problems with this, but not you, because you are a student of the musications. Let's see the sign of the fence. Whoa! Offensive fence. See, it goes up one way and down another, up one way and down another, from goat to fish, Fence, you fence sitters. Fence, you fence sitters. Next verse is goat versus fish. Now there's some goat versus fish. We think this is prime advertising space for goat versus fish. Sometimes there's publicity that you just can't buy. Wouldn't you agree? We think even stonks might have to agree that there's some publicity you just can't buy. And how about goat versus fish, just like this? Would you buy that versus?
I would pre-order the
You'd
verses.
pre-order that versus, yes. Get it before everyone else does?
Yeah, I would pay the full price, get a receipt, and on release day, shop with the receipt and get any DLCs and pre-order quotes.
Oh, wait, it's already gone.
Oh.
It sold out while you were deliberating on this massive plan of yours. You should have just acted more quickly.
Oh, that's what happens when I ponder.
Too much. Sometimes you just have to go for the verses.
Yeah.
Little Creepy said, my dad asked if you're on a roller coaster. Sunshine, are you on a roller coaster?
Well, now I am. Now I can't get my pre-order in.
What do I do if I have preferences? I like marlin more than most goats, but like goats overall. Well, Nags one. The question is a versatile one. The question is, are you goat or fish? If you choose fish, then you can be a marlin. So the question to you becomes, do you want to be a marlin or do you want to be most goats? Marlin, most goats. Marlin, most goats. The verses are yours. Shout out Ron. Hey, Ron. Ron! Okay, we shouted out Ron. We have done what you asked. Here's more random group like, hey, how about we all take a picture together? Hey, how about we tag all of you on social media? Hey, how about we all join the congregation of Goat versus Fish? By the Hells Heroes sign. Now this is an interesting versus. As late as we started, this versus deserve versus some time. We deserve versus to talk about this. Sunshine, why don't you give us some light musications as we regale you with the tale of this creature. Goat versus Fish was waiting in line to get some consumption and entered a versus of conversation with 3. And the versus proceeds. Are you goat or fish? Fish, celebration for fish. Are you goat or fish? Goat, celebration for goat. Why do you choose goat? Why do you choose fish? And then comes the 4th. This one pictured here with Goat versus Fish. Approaches Goat versus Fish. Toji Willy, was great to meet you this weekend. Oh, my versus! Oh, my versus, was great to meet you this weekend. You were a good drinking buddy and a great friend. Can't wait until the next time our paths cross. Toji Willy, 4 months of Goat versus Fish. Appreciation, Toji Willy, appreciation! Powerful stuff. You might just be, I convict Amber Heard, you might just be. Imprecation! What is the implication of imprecation? Imprecation 666. Oh, my verses. Oh, get out of the way, fence sitter. So, Sunshine, do we have any information about imprecation?
So, an imprecation, it is the act of imprecating.
Go on.
So, an imprecation is a spoken curse, malediction, or the act of calling down evil, calamity, or divine punishment upon someone. It is a formal or literary term for a swear word or an expression of intense anger. And a sentence it can be used in is, the defiant fence-sitter continued to hurl imprecations and insults at the goat and fish.
Well versus, Sunshine. Well versus. Well versus. Well versus indeed. We feel that one. We feel that one. That just feels so true. That feels so true. I can fix Amber Heard says, okay, wait, so it's a word that describes the action of another word that also describes the action? That's just fence talk. That's defenseless. What are you even saying to Goat versus Fish?
Yeah, fencing is referring to the act of fencing one another. And fence is when you are sitting on the fence. So yeah, the action can have a definition, and the word describing that word can also have its own definition, related to the initial aforementioned definition.
Speaking of words, you have to spell them. That's what we heard. And here is Spell Official. Remember that band that we took a video of, except they already were almost getting off the stage. We didn't hear any music they made. Well, here they are. It's Spell Official taking a picture with Goat versus Fish. Sounds a bit like Capcom. It's Sunshine. It's everyone's favorite jukebox. Sunshine plays all the greatest hits. So this happened. This happened here during the Festiverses. This was some Goat versus Fish news. It goes a bit like this. So we see a goat here walking out towards the fish pond, and we can see some fence sitters squawking around in the yard there.
Oh, is that a chicken? Yeah, it's a chicken.
Then what happens? Oh, the fish goes to versus the goat. The fish goes to versus the goat. And what's the fence sitter doing? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing. It thought it was aiming for the grass, but it was actually ended up on pavement.
Well, the fish, we think the fish was just doing everything it could to versus that goat. Now, we've heard that this is sometimes what fish do if they're getting bullied by their fellow fish, and they're like, we want to get the fence out of here. But what kind of excuse for animal psychology is that when obviously the fish is trying to versus the goat? You don't need a degree in fish science to know about that. You don't need to have a PhD in behavioral fishology to know that fish wanted to versus that goat.
Whoa.
So, but really, whatever the motivations of the goat or the fish, it's really those silly fence sitters in the back just hurling horrible imprecations upon goat versus fish back there. Can you believe it?